girls. Today you will be introduced to the candidates for the SCA offices of President, Vice President, Treasurer, and Secretary. The students you will see and hear today have worked very hard. They have completed an application, written an essay, created campaign posters, and prepared a speech, which you will be hearing today. As a member of the Red Mill student body, you have a responsibility for choosing our student leaders for next year, just like your parents have a responsibility for voting next fall for our next President of the United States. As a citizen of Red Mill, this is a responsibility you should take very seriously. The SCA, or Student Council Association, is your voice. As the principal, I listen to what the SCA officers and representatives have to say. Ms. Knuckles, the SCA faculty sponsor, often meets with me to discuss what takes place at the SCA meetings. So, as you listen to the candidate speeches today, think about what they are saying. Take some notes if needed. Who do you want to represent you next year? Who do you want to serve as your voice next year? Don't vote for someone just because your friend is voting for them or because you think someone is more popular. You have a responsibility to make a wise and informed choice. Thank you for your time and attention to this very important task.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Tommy Marchesi, your current SCA Treasurer. The responsibilities of the SCA Treasurer include tracking and recording funds earned and spent during the year, sharing Treasury reports with the SCA members, and serving on the Officers' Council. The Treasurer must be organized, enjoy working with numbers, and have a positive attitude, and be honest. I would like to introduce this year's candidates for the Office of Treasurer. First, we have Coulter.
Hello, my name is Coulter, and I'd like to be your treasurer. First, I'd like to share my strengths. My first strong suit is that I'm really good at math. This is the strength that our treasurer needs to succeed his job as treasurer. This is one reason that I make a good treasurer. Another reason is that I'm a quick worker and I get the money counted really quickly. If you like me, I'll be sure to communicate your ideas for Spirit Days to the president and other stuff. I will make sure your voice is heard because you are important to school. All of you show great school spirit and you deserve someone who can represent you well. People told me that I'm very enthusiastic and active. I will use that enthusiasm to work for you. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Christian. The next candidate for treasurer is Helen.
Hello, my name is Hahn. I love soccer and art. It's what I do in my free time. My favorite subject is math, and that's why I'm running for the position of SCA treasurer in the first place. And also because I'm good at counting money. My dad usually asks me to count how much money he has in his in his change jar instead of taking it to Walmart and losing 5% of what he earned in the first place. For 3 years, I was in Girl Scouts and sold a lot of Girl Scout cookies. With a capital L. After I received the Girl Scout cookies, I had to count how much money I earned. You either need some good mathematical skills or a mother who's good at math, but I only need the first one. My friends usually say that I'm very peaceful, but when it comes to money, I get a little serious. I usually put my money in the bank account as soon as I get it. If I were to be voted for as your new SCA treasurer, then I would try and fit a new program into our school. This year over the years we have done a program to get benches for our school. But I have a new program which involves Keep Virginia Beautiful. It gives certain people money who helps out with the environment, and I think we could have a chance at that. Hello, I am Helen, and I wish to receive your vote.
Thank you, Helen. The next candidate for treasurer is Madison.
Hello, my name is Madison and I would like to be the school's new treasurer. Being the school's new treasurer means being responsible with money and the ability to count well. If I become the school's new treasurer, then I would keep track of the school's money that we raised. Something about me is that I am a soccer player. I can get 151 dribbles in a row, so you can trust me with counting. Now back to being treasurer. If I become the school's new treasurer, then I'll keep track of the school's money that we raised. My favorite subject has been math ever since first grade, so I would like to put my math skills to the test if I become the school's new treasurer. Being in the SCA has been a dream of mine, and if I become treasurer, then it would make my last year at Burnell the best. So I hope you can trust me to be a great treasurer, and remember, vote for Madison, it just makes sense.
Thank you, Madison. The final candidate for treasurer is Trevor Kleppe.
Hi, Reginald students. My name is Trevor Kleppe, and I am running for SCA treasurer. I have been the SCA representative for Ms. Barnett's class this year. I have been dependable with my duties of attending meetings and working closely with other SCA members. I have learned a lot about teamwork, communicating, and sharing ideas. What does that have to do with being treasurer, you might ask? Well, let me tell you. Communicating and sharing ideas are important parts of being on a team. You have to know and understand your team to help lead your team. I am also honest and trustworthy, and those are characteristics you need when you are going to be responsible for handling the money raised by the Burnell SCA. If elected, you can count on me to bring a super positive attitude. I want every SCA project to be a success. I would be honored to be your next treasurer. I have truly enjoyed working with the SCA this year and believe it has given me the experience I need to become an officer next year. Trevor is my name, teamwork is my game, so remember, vote Trevor for treasurer because Kleppe can count the cash.
Thank you, Trevor. Students, consider your choices carefully and vote for the candidate that you believe will be the best for this job. Please give all of the nominees for the office of treasurer a round of applause.
Good morning, Dolphins. I'm Caitlin Porter, your current SCA secretary. The responsibilities of being SCA secretary include overseeing communication with SCA members, taking attendance and meeting notes during SCA meetings, and serving on Officers' Council. The secretary must be able to pay attention to detail, show leadership skills, and have a positive attitude. I would like to introduce this year's candidates for the office of secretary. First, we have Allman.
Hi, my name is Allman and I'm running for SCA secretary. Let me tell you a few things about myself. I have 6 family members, a dad, a mom, 2 brothers, and 1 sister. My dad is in the military, so we have to move around a lot. Don't worry, I'll be here for the next school year. My sister is in the 3rd grade, my little brother is in kindergarten, and my oldest brother is in 6th grade. I have 2 cats named Maizy and Patches. I love soccer and I play for Beach FC. I love to play outside and with friends and family. I like all school subjects, though my favorites are reading, writing, and math. I like to draw and write. My favorite foods are pizza, spaghetti, sushi, and homemade mac and cheese. I also love steak. Some desserts are like our brownies and brownie sundaes. Cake, ice cream, and cookies are some of my favorites. Now, let me try and persuade you to vote for me. I would make a great secretary because I can handle multiple tasks. When you have 3 siblings, you have to be able to handle more than one thing at a time, like brushing your teeth and making your lunch or helping your brother with homework and doing your own. Another thing is that I'm very organized. I never lose important papers and I always turn assignments in on time. I am a great writer. Some people try to write fast and it looks messy and it's hard to read. I do it sometimes too, but not very often. And if I am secretary, I won't do it at all. I am a great leader. I can lead the school and help with decisions. If you have leadership, you must be trusted, and I can definitely be trusted. I want to be secretary because I have always loved writing, and I wanted to be a big part of Burnell Elementary and help out with school spirit days and activities.
If I am secretary, I will help Burnell stay awesome. So remember, if you really care, vote for Claire.
Thank you, Claire. The next candidate for SCA Secretary is Maizy Boyce.
Good morning, teachers and students. My name is Maizy Boyce, and I am running for secretary. I'm 9 years old and I'm in 4th grade. Some things that I like to do are playing soccer, hunting, fishing, art, and math. Once I was in a fishing competition and I got first place. To do all of that stuff, you need first, confidence, second, bravery, and third, patience. All of my favorite things to do require those 3 things. So does being secretary. I want to be your secretary because I like to write and tell people about what is going on. Being a secretary means being a leader too. Leadership is not just about leading, it is also about you getting to be a part of a group that works together to do good things for our school community. So please remember, Maizy Boyce for secretary, vote Boyce, it's the right choice.
Thank you, Maizy. The next candidate for secretary is Jane Phillips.
Hi, my name is Jane Phillips and I'm running for school secretary. First of all, I've always been interested in the SCA. I've seen all the projects that they make possible and would like to see exactly what it's like to be in their shoes. Once I set my mind on a goal, I'll try again until I accomplish that goal. For example, this year I wanted to make it into the Virginia State swim meet and I ended up making it. My next goal is to try to get into the SCA. I am also interested in getting into ODCR. I enjoy brainstorming and not afraid to put my ideas out. If you're open-minded and try to find the pros and cons, it's a good thing if you're running for secretary. I think I have those capabilities and would like to try it. That is what I try to do every day, and that is why I think I should be voted for SCA secretary. Taking risks and trying something new is something a secretary should have. I have taken many risks in my life and would like to see what it's like to do it in a position of SCA officer. I've been to a few other schools and a few other places and would like to see if I could bring some of their ways of learning here. So, I hope you consider putting a vote in for Jane. SCA Secretary, thank you.
Thank you, Jane. The final candidate for SCA Secretary is Koryn Walker.
Hi everyone, my name is Koryn Walker and I'm running for Red Mills Secretary. It would be a pleasure if I could be elected by you. Some of my hobbies are practicing gymnastics outside because I love to stay active, painting and sketching because I enjoy art, and going outside when the sky is blue. And I love playing anytime or anywhere with some of my best friends. Some of my interests are number 1, wanting to be your secretary next year. Number 2, I like making projects, so I'm looking forward to being into art club. And number 3, when I grow up, I want to be a hairstylist or gymnastics coach. I want to be an SCA officer because I think it is the job for me. It doesn't just take anyone to take on a big job. You have to be confident, brave, trustworthy, on time, and respectful. I can promise everyone that if I am elected for secretary next year, you will be able to thank yourself because I will be one of the best secretaries Burnell has ever had. I participate in school and community activities such as spirit days and charity donations. Every month, I get all of my friends and me to go around the neighborhood and we pick up trash. I like helping the world, other people in need, and I want to help Burnell by being one of the best secretaries anyone can imagine. So I must ask you to go the extra mile and vote for the smile. Vote Koryn Walker for secretary.
Thank you, Koryn. Students, consider your choices carefully and vote for the candidate that you believe will be the best for this job. Please give all the nominees for the officer of secretary a round of applause.
Good morning, Red Mill. I am Allie Delaney, your current SCA Vice President. The responsibilities of the SCA Vice President include supporting the SCA President and other members, coordinating SCA committees, and serving on the Officers' Council. The Vice President must demonstrate leadership skills, be organized, work well with other people, I would like to introduce this year's candidates for the office of Vice President. First, we have Sean Baker.
Hi, I am Sean Baker and I am running for Vice President. I am very excited I have a chance to serve as Vice President, and I think I'd be a great Vice President for the SCA for our school. Here are some reasons why I think I'd be a great Vice President, or I'd do a great job as Vice President. The first reasons are that I am honest, trustworthy, and work really hard. I show these traits every day, and I do my best to set the example so other people do them too. Since I'm in the School Robotics Club, I know that for a project to work, you have to work together, and I'm a great teammate. In some sports I play, like soccer or baseball, to win you must work as a team, and I'm a great teammate. One of my hobbies is to play strategy games like Race. Another one of my hobbies is to play video games like FIFA, Minecraft, Just Dance, and many more. A Vice President has to work extra hard, and I am always willing to put in extra effort to make myself and those around me better. I love to participate in Spirit Days, so I'll listen to all your ideas and get as many of them acted on. I will also work on other Spirit ideas and help organize other school activities. Also, I am open to all of your ideas and suggestions on how to make Burnell a better school. As Vice President, I'll help other students, clubs, the SCA in finding a school make Burnell a better school. Finally, the school be as good as possible. I would be good at the SCA because I enjoy working with other people and I am willing to cooperate. As Vice President, I would look forward to supporting the other members of the SCA and making Burnell a better place to show up to every day. I know Vice President may be a lot of work, but I enjoy doing my civic duty for the greater goods of all students. Now, if only I could figure out a way to get the teachers to agree no homework. Just kidding. I feel I show all the character traits that a Vice President has to have. Thank you for all of your attention and support. Just do it. Vote Sean Baker for Vice President.
Thank you, Sean. The next candidate for Vice President is Jack Marchesi.
Hi, my name is Jack Marchesi, and I am running for the office of Student Council Vice President. I am currently in Miss Brown's 4th grade class. I have a sister, Caitlin, in 1st grade, and a brother, Tommy, in 5th grade. Tommy is currently the SCA treasurer, so I have learned a lot about the Student Council from him. I would like to be your SCA Vice President because I want to help make Burnell Elementary an even better place. We already have a great school, but I want everyone to be part of school activities. My hobbies include playing the drums. I really like the rock out with Metallica. You may have heard me play at the recent Burnell Variety Show. Solving Rubik's Cubes is also a favorite hobby. I can solve a 1x1, which has 6 pieces, a 2x2, which has 24 pieces, a 3x3, which has 54 pieces, a 4x4, which has 96 pieces, and a 5x5, which has 150 total pieces. My record for solving the 2x2 Rubik's Cube is 10.11 seconds flat, and that's real fast. My family and I attend St. John the Apostle, and I plan to be an altar server for the church. Do you like sports? I sure do. I'm on a travel baseball team called Rock Solid. I love to pitch and play shortstop. Also, I play quarterback for my football team and shooting guard for my basketball team. Skateboarding is also on my list of hobbies. I want to be your MVP, Marchesi for Vice President. And don't forget, don't be crazy. Vote Marchesi.
Thank you, Jack. The next candidate for Vice President is Sophia Marzitello.
Hi, I'm Sophia Marzitello. When picking the Vice President of the SCA, you want to pick someone who is a trustworthy and hard-working member of a group. The SCA is for the whole school, so you should pick someone who communicates well and make sure everyone is involved. I believe I have those traits. One of my hobbies is playing softball. It has taught me about being a team member because we have to work together to make plays on the field. As one of the oldest on the team, I am a leader. On the field, I have to communicate with the girls so everyone knows where the play is at and how many outs there are. I play first base and I'm counted on to catch the ball and make the out. Also, the first baseman warms up the team before fielding, and I make sure everyone is warmed up. At home, I always try my hardest to set the good example for my little brother. I will also do the same for the school. I am very hardworking. I do everything I am told to do exactly the way I am told to do it. Also, on schoolwork, I take my time and try to make sure I do the best I can the first time around. I would love to be your SCA Vice President next year. I am a very good leader, and I promise to listen to all of your suggestions and ideas for the school. I'd love a chance to be your Vice President to show my leadership skills and how hardworking I am. Thank you for listening, and remember, vote Sophie because she gets the ball rolling.
Thank you, Sophia. The final candidate for Vice President is Caroline Nelson.
My name is Caroline Nelson, and I am running for Vice President. I am the perfect fit for the job. When we do debates in class, I am ready to speak up. I am organized and have great ideas, and pretty much my friends think I'm great too. I asked most of my friends what describes me, and they said things like smart, funny, positive, caring, loving, dedicated, generous, kind, friendly, unique, and much, much more. I know that they weren't just making up random character traits because those words describe me. Just to put it out there, let me say that when I'm Vice President, I will make sure that Burnell has the best beer days ever. One reason why I want to be Vice President is because I want to share some of my wonderful ideas with the SCA. There are some things that Burnell has done in previous years that I want to bring back, such as Crazy Hair Day, movie nights, Wacky and Wild Day, and so on. You know, I think you need to know a bit more about me. I play soccer for Rush. My team is called the Soccer Rockers. I usually play left or right wing. Some other hobbies I have include singing, Girl Scouts, running, and many more. I played violin for a year and hope to play again next year with the strings. I did running club and ran the final mile, and I am currently in robotics club. I have a dog, 3 fish, a younger brother, and an older sister. So you can see my ideas and positive character traits is why you should vote for me as your new Vice President.
Thank you, Caroline. Consider your choices carefully and vote for the candidate that you believe will be the best for this job. Please give all of the nominees for the officer of Vice President a round of applause.
Good morning, staff, students, and parents. I'm Summer McGorman, your current SCA President. The responsibilities of the SCA President include leading SCA meetings, serving as the voice of the SCA to the student body, delegating responsibilities to SCA members, and serving on the Officers' Council. The President must be organized, show leadership skills, and encourage all members to work their hardest for a common goal. I'd like to introduce this year's candidates for the office of President. First, we have Abigail Adamek.
Hi, I'm Abigail Adamek. I am running for SCA President. Some of you might not know me, but I hope that by the end of my campaign you will know me a little bit better. I enjoy playing soccer and softball. This is my 3rd season playing softball for VBLL. I play pitcher, catcher, and first base. I have a 6-year-old brother named Chase, who is also a student here at Red Mill. My favorite homemade meal is spaghetti, and every summer I work in my aunt's restaurant as a waitress. I love to read a lot, and my 2 favorite book series are Harry Potter and Land of Stories. My favorite subject in school is science. I love science because there's a lot of hands-on activity. I love doing labs with Miss Clark. When I grow up, I want to be a vet because I love animals. My favorite animal is a horse. I even organized a bake sale in which half of the proceeds went to benefit injured dolphins, and the other half went to benefit the Cure Starts Now, an organization that helps kids with cancer. I'm a current member of the newspaper club and have had several articles published in each of this year's editions of the Red Mill Rally. I also participated in this year's Dolphin Splash variety show by singing a solo version of Taylor Swift's Our Song. I would be an amazing SCA president because I am an experienced classroom representative.
I am a good leader because I am able to work well with others. I listen to other people's ideas, but I can take charge when needed to get a job done. I am a very hard worker, and as your president, I will do everything in my control to make sure that your ideas are taken into consideration before any final decisions are made. I have consistently received all APs and Ps on my report cards, and I have received Distinguished Dolphin and Goal Getter awards each quarter so far. I have had many good ideas for Spirit Days, like Habitat Day, Back to the Future Day, and Movie Character Day. I would also propose to the PTA the idea of having a daddy-daughter, mother-son social. I want to see the Pasta for Pennies fundraiser award handed to Redmond once again this 2016-2017 school year. I will encourage students and teachers to bring in their plastic bags so that Redmond can receive another bench for the foyer. I have many other ideas for fundraisers and activities that I can't wait to share with you when you, the students, elect me as SCA president. So don't forget, don't be crabby, vote for Abby.
Thank you, Abigail. The next candidate for president is Julia Burnell.
Hi, I'm Julia Burnell, and I'm going to tell you why I need you to vote for me as the new president of the SCA. First, I'm going to tell you about some of my hobbies and interests. One of my hobbies is playing tennis. I love tennis because it's a fun and energetic sport. I always have to cooperate with my partner and team while playing matches. These are great characteristics for me to be the new president of the SCA. I also love having fun with my family and friends anytime and anywhere. For example, the other weekend, my family and friends ran in the Color Me Rad 5K in honor of a friend's Navy SEAL death. That took a lot of planning and cooperation for the whole entire crazy race. Next, I'm going to tell you about some of my school and community activities. For example, I'm in the Helping Hands Club. In this club, we make bagged lunches for the homeless, do hands-on projects, make letters for the military, and especially help the SPCA by having a spaghetti dinner, and make the atrium nice and pretty. Outside of school, I have also participated in more community work through my church and the SCA Junior Circle. In church, we make bagged lunches for the homeless, fill backpacks for kids in Virginia Beach, and feed dinner to the homeless. In the CHK Junior Circle, we made cards and blankets for the kids in the hospital. These community and school activities are important because they have taught me the importance of kindness and how to work with others and benefit the community around us. I'm also interested in designing many things when I grow up, and as president, I will share my creativity with all the other officers and bring cool ideas like new Spirit Days to the school. One idea I have is to do an Opposites Day. This is a different and fun Opposites Day. Students dress up and teachers dress down day. This is when students dress like teachers and teachers dress down like students. This will be a very fun Spirit Day for the whole school. In addition, I'd like to tell you why I would love to be in the SCA. I would love to be in the SCA because I would get to be an even more creative person than I already am. Also, I'm a very organized person and a positive role model. And I would be able to make it to all the meetings. If I'm president, that would be very important to me. Finally, I can serve as a leader and work with many people and lead strongly. So this is why I, Julia Burnell, need you to vote for me as the new president of the Redmond SCA.
Thank you, Julia. The next candidate for president is Ellora Geiger.
Hello, my name is Ellora Geiger. I'm running for principal. Oh wait, that spot is already taken. I'm running for SCA president. Let me tell you a bit about myself. I play volleyball, I love to run, and like many of you, I like to hang out with friends. One of my favorite things to do in school is write fantasy stories. You may have noticed from some of my campaign posters that I love fantasy movies too. Outside life here at Burnell, I spend a lot of time with my family, and we love to go to the beach and go camping with friends. Last year I was an SCA rep for my class, and I learned a lot about what it means to be part of the SCA. It is important to volunteer when it helps others, which is why I like participating in community events that raise money for Alzheimer's and cancer. Now, here's the information you've been waiting to hear. Why do I want to be president and why you should vote for me? I want to be president of the Red Mountain SCA because I believe I can be a voice for every student. You see, I know what it's like to be shy. I was very shy when I was little. Because I understand this, I think every kid can feel more comfortable talking to me and giving me ideas to pass along the rest of the council. So even the shyest people will get a loud voice in things that matter in school. If you vote me for president, I promise to do my very best for students in all grades and will work hard to be a good example for all students. Oh, and don't worry, Dr. Miller. I don't really want to be principal. That is, of course, when my career at NASA doesn't work out. Then I may get back and try for your job. Remember, fellow Dolphins, Ellora Geiger for president!
Thank you, Ellora. The final candidate for president is Brianna Hutchison.
Hello, my name is Brianna Hutchison, and I'm just like you. I have many interests like track, soccer, basketball, and choir, but my favorite activity is helping hands. Helping hands helps this school and our community. For example, we upcycle, donate clothing to the homeless, and we make cards for those in the military. To be SCA president at our school, you have to have distinctive qualities that separate you from the rest. I believe I have many such qualities. I am a leader, hard worker, have a positive attitude, and a team player. I can influence many to do the right thing and stay away from the bad. As an example, when I found out I was in the Final Four, I got right to work on my poster and speech with my sister. One of my goals for next year is to work. I can persuade Dr. Miller and Ms. Knuckles to do more projects with local fundraisers. Finally, there's teamwork. We all need to work together to make next year the best year for everyone. We can accomplish this together, but I need your vote, your creativity, because without you, this school wouldn't have the energy we need to be the Red Mill Dolphins. Thank you.
Thank you, Brianna. Students, consider your choices carefully and vote for the candidates that you believe will be the best for this job. Please give all of the nominees for the office of president a round of applause.